The McCallum Senior Robotics team will compete in the VEX World Championship from April 25th to April 27th. The team qualified by placing third in skills at state, which is when they were alone on the field, scoring as much as possible. Senior Jesse Silverman joined robotics sophomore year, but qualified for Worlds for the first time this year.
I wanted to do it for a long time, and I was just very relieved that I was able to do it senior year.
McCallum was one of the few teams in their region that qualified for Worlds, based on the amount of points their robot scored. According to junior Felix Murdock, qualifying for Worlds was a waiting game to see if anyone would beat their score of 286.
And so it wasn't like one moment, it was just like, okay, we're in the top 3, now we just gotta hope no one else scores more than us.
An unforeseen challenge in the process for qualifying for Worlds was when McCallum tied with another team. Both sides accused each other of cheating. In the end, they had to replay the match, but the team ran into some problems with their robot, according to Murdock.
And so then there was like 10 minutes where everyone was like frantically checking the robot to like see, is anything broken? Do we need to fix anything? Is there anything we can go on? And our motors had overheated. So we were like holding like the cooling thing, like just trying to cool down the motors by like spraying ice on them.
Since state, the team has worked during off periods and after school on a small rebuild of their robot to prepare for Worlds, senior Henry Holmes said.
A lot of mistakes that we've seen teams do is to completely remodel and change up and spend too much time trying to come up with a completely new robot. So we're just kind of trying to hone in what we have, make it smaller and more versatile.
Holmes said the team's strategy in building the robot has changed from previous years, with the team integrating more collaboration into the process.
Communication is a lot. That was kind of, I feel, what we improved most on this year. Last year we all kind of made our own part of the project or robot and put it all together, and it was kind of a struggle to do that, but this year we made sure to communicate with each other on every part, so while there's like someone in charge of everything, everyone else has a part in building it as well.
According to Silverman, McCallum Robotics lacks resources compared to other programs, putting it at a disadvantage against many world-caliber teams.
And a lot of them have more resources and more time than us. So our biggest goal is to just go out there and compete.
At Worlds, the team will have to compete in matches prior to eliminations, which will determine where they are on the leaderboard. At the beginning of the elimination rounds, the top 8 teams will be able to pick an alliance. But if your team is not picked, you're disqualified, meaning it's crucial to stand out.
I'm a big fan of our defensive driving and strategy, and I want that to be a standout to other teams when they're looking at us.
According to Silverman, the team's goal is to make it to the elimination rounds, which no other McCallum Robotics team has accomplished.
Because this is the furthest we've ever gotten, and there are teams that spend every waking moment working, and we're not trying to win the whole thing.
Hundreds of teams will be coming from all over for this competition. McCallum will compete specifically in their research division among 84 of the teams in a bracket-style tournament. Silverman's main goal is to balance the competition and enjoyment aspects of this tournament.
Well, we want to be competitive, and we want to have fun, and have fun for us. Win a couple of games and put up a good fight and put on a show.
And even though teams are coming from all over the world, the competition is staying close to home.
It feels like it should be somewhere like New York, because you've got 1,000 teams coming from all over the planet. Why is it in Dallas?
This has been Shyla Gill reporting for Max Shield Online.